It's a podcast from steam-powered giraffe. It's the Bennettarium. Oh, we're not gonna talk about Avengers Endgame on the Bennettarium. I don't feel well, Mr. Stark. Bennettarium, and you know that it's cool. Welcome to the Bennettarium, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Oh.
I am your hostess, Isabella Bunny Bennett, and I play Rabbit in Steam Powered Giraffe. I am your hostess's Snowball, David Michael Bennett.
And I'll be the ding dong over here, Mr. Brian Barberin, aka Zero.
And so we think it's time that David Michael Bennett actually portrays a character in the band now. No.
Yeah, can you please?
He's always just worn his signature hat and just been a human while we're these wacky robots, and I think it's time. I really don't like the makeup. No one. It's the hardest part.
Wine.
I told you we have to do it. No one likes it. They would more prefer if we just showed up in our blue jeans and our tank tops
and some stools.
That would be nice if I could just sit down
and like 10-gallon hats.
It's hard to have any respect for any other musicians after what we do. It's like, you know what? Maybe you're really talented. Isn't that right? Other musicians. I'm sorry, but
hey, come see a show of mine, and then
I'm not saying that you're not talented. I'm just saying try doing that and
I do.
Makeup. You go, yeah.
I do. I have.
You also put on pretty long shows too.
Yeah. Y'all try doing what I do for 3 hours.
Gosh, no.
It's a sweaty gig, but somebody's got to do it.
I'd rather sweat without makeup on. Though.
Yeah, that's very true. That's the one thing. That's a part of it. Like, you don't want to be sweating too much. You sweat too much.
But as a girl, I'm going to be putting on some sort of makeup, and it's like it's still like effort, but it's not as much effort. So this is obviously the title of our podcast is going to be, we're not talking about Endgame. Because everyone's going to expect, I can't listen to anything. But if you haven't seen the movie. We've all seen it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to say I like it. No, that's a spoiler too.
Yeah, don't say
I don't even want to know.
No opinion.
Now I get to spoil. Now I've liked my spoiler. Pretty much all the other Marvel movies, so I don't think it's as much of a spoiler. But we will have a special episode dedicated to Endgame next month.
Cool.
Yeah. Because then if you haven't seen it by then, well then what do you...
It's your own fault.
Yeah, it's your own fault.
I agree. A month away. I mean, everyone, I'm like really proud of the internet. The internet's been really good about not spoiling it. Sure. Except for they spoiled everything for Game of Thrones. So
No, I don't talk about it.
I'm just saying, we're not going to do anything. I'm just saying, the internet dropped the ball. It was like so busy worried about Endgame, it was like, okay, wait,
how many episodes is this new season? There's only 2 more after the one I haven't seen.
What? I thought there was.
No, the last two have been short.
I thought there was. Yeah, I thought there was 6 episodes altogether.
Short. There's 2 more after.
They
were hour long.
So there's 3 episodes.
There's 6. That is 6 episodes in total.
Yeah. Right. 1, 2.
But the last one you saw was the fourth one.
This is the first.
The last
3.
one is the third one.
No, the last one is the third one for sure.
Okay, so then there's only 5 this season.
You don't know nothing.
Gosh. All right. Well, no, we're not going to talk spoilers. We're not going to talk Game of Thrones. We're not going to talk anything pop culture.
Yeah.
Except, hey, that new Godzilla trailer looks amazing with
Jim Carrey,
Somewhere Over the Rainbow or something.
It's so good.
That was Sonic. I'm telling you, every time I do a Twitch stream, I'm like, this song. If you slowed it down or made it instrumental or something, this could be in a horror trailer or something.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
But any song that's not. But it's not just that. It's instrumental. It's instrumental.
Is anyone going to talk about like trailer music for the past like 10 years? It's like all exactly
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's all exactly the same. It's all like slow down versions of like
when does a Sonic movie take place? I've been spending most of our lives. Oh, 90s. Okay, is that supposed to be in the 90s? I guess
they slow it down. Been spending most.
Did they?
Gotta go fast. Living in
I didn't see the trailer yet.
No, I didn't. But like that's exactly how.
We should watch right now and just have your reaction. No, to it. I know it's gonna be.
Here's how bad it was. I walked out of the trailer.
You didn't get to see Eggman as Eggman.
I saw up to Jim Carrey like doing the bit that's in every one of those movies.
I'll be here to save the movie. That's what he was like. And he was like, well, I don't know.
It didn't work though.
Because he looks terrible. His origins are not really the same. Like, it's just dumb. It's just going to be dumb. It's an origin story to how did we get to Sonic 1, basically. Well, anyway, we're Steam Powered Giraffe.
I mean, do we need to get Sonic 1?
I don't.
Skip Sonic movie altogether. Let's just play the video games and leave it at that.
Meanwhile, Detective Pikachu is over here like, this is going to be the best movie ever. Their previews have gotten really great.
I need a hero.
Yeah, I'm seeing so we have some Bennettarium questions that we didn't get to last time.
Let's
get on
right
now.
First, where'd you get this water bottle, buddy?
It's the same water bottle for the last 2 years.
Is that a question on the... Oh.
No. Anyways.
All right. Question number 2. Where'd you get that hat, buddy?
It's not really a hat. It's more of like a little beanie.
A beanie baby?
Where'd you get your beanie?
You know what? I stole this from like a doll from my mom. She had a really big head, and I have a really big head.
A doll?
Yeah. It was a doll that my mom had as a child, and I took it from it.
It must have been a giant doll.
She gave it to me. Yeah, she gave it to me.
Was it a real doll?
It was a real doll.
You kept changing your words. First you said stole, then you said took, then you said gave. I couldn't wear that.
But like stole is funnier.
I would be too hot.
And then here's what actually happened.
Doesn't like just gets all your head heat.
You're literally wearing the same hat as me.
No, mine is very thin.
Is it?
Yeah. Really? It's cotton.
Okay.
Yours is totally different.
Mine is knit.
First question from last month that we didn't get to. This comes from Betty. What's your favorite bad movie?
Oh,
that's gonna be hard for me to say because I'm
gonna
say the first Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's good.
Monster. It's pretty bad, but it's also it's right in the line. Sometimes it knows it's corny, sometimes it doesn't.
Good and terrible.
I'm sure there's better bad movies, but that's the one that I was thinking about recently.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a mess.
This is a cheat, but like I think The Room is my favorite bad movie.
Yeah, Room is pretty funny.
It's kind of a cheat, but like it's always been like a kind of a trope between like friends of mine. So, and then when I moved into the house I live in now, they play it at the theater all the time.
My new favorite bad movie is the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Just the trailer.
Yes. All right, next question is from Proto Jones. Have you considered using a print-on-demand service for the albums that aren't available, such as the live albums? No. I mean, most of ours are pretty much available, right? Just the live albums aren't available on CDs. Oh, right. But we have made those and some of them have never been on CDs except for like Blu-ray releases and stuff. But most of them are digital just because people don't buy them, and we've done the CD thing, and it's just no one buys them. I mean, no one really buys it. Well, people buy our CDs already, but imagine, we don't sell that many CDs. Now imagine an album that people don't really want the CD of anyways. Like, so a print-on-demand service is just, the quality would be a jewel case. It wouldn't be very good. We've seen that before because someone actually, when we first launched album 1, I think, Amazon, like, offered it on demand because we were, I don't know, the website was confusing at the time. So I saw it at a few shows where it was a jewel case, and it was like the art of the album, but like put on a black background and shrunk down, and then and it was like the weirdest like auto thing that they literally just put the MP3s on a CD for you. That's what the Amazon on demand thing. So that doesn't really look good because then even that same time they're like, oh, why doesn't this come with the lyric book? I thought it was supposed to be a digipack. I'm like, it's not the CD. So we don't offer that anymore because it's just the quality wouldn't be the same.
Cool.
People come to expect a nice looking CD. So I don't think we'll ever do that again. Kelsey asked, how did Bunny get Lago?
Whoa,
it was a character concept that I came up with in high school and made some comics in my early year of college. You can still find them all. What is Lago for those of listeners? Lago is a pink zombie bunny who's missing his front legs, and he has a very long neck, and he looks like Jack Skellington with rabbit ears.
I've got a question. Why was Lago not the star of the new Pet Sematary movie?
That'd be great.
Did anyone see the new Pet Sematary movie?
I did not see it. Was it good?
Me neither. I didn't see it either.
I want to see it, though. Yeah, I heard it was
John Lithgow.
Sometimes Dad is better. Anyways, that's Lago. But a fan... Mama D actually did a cosplay of like some early concept art I did of Lago.
Mama D.
And made a stuffed animal, and she gave him to me. So he sits and guards my house and looks creepy at night.
Great.
You know what I really want? You ever seen the Twilight Zone movie where there's like the cartoon rabbit? Yes. I want one of those in my house. That'd be freaking terrifying.
You know what I want? I want the cartoon rabbit from Speed Demon.
That would be pretty great.
That was pretty sweet.
It's pretty awesome.
Speed.
That wasn't a swear, was it?
No,
say anything.
Said that was pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet? Okay. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Now I'm like super paranoid.
No.
We can't curse on this. Well, check on this
it's
podcast. Patreon, that's why.
Yeah. Because I don't give a...
let's see. Okay, so Abby asks, you've all inherited a house that has a basement full of antique dolls that are possessed. Whenever you try to get rid of them, they always find their way back to you. What do you do?
Smash them. What are they going to do then?
See, I imagine this one is like you inherited your great uncle.
Fire?
You inherit more.
Fire? Burn?
More possessed
So they just keep coming?
Now, are these possessed
They
dolls?
found more in your great uncle's basement.
Are they harmful?
You just burped, didn't you?
No?
Someone burped. Did you burp?
Not me.
No?
It smells like someone burped.
Did you just burp and read your own
No,
burp?
it was not me. I didn't burp.
Maybe it was my mouth making a sound when I did this. Never mind.
Maybe it's just
I
someone's
swear you
bad
burped. I swear.
Wait, so are these possessed animals like trying to kill you?
The question didn't really go into details.
So like if they're possessed and they're just like trying to hang out, like I think I'm just hanging out with them. But if they're like trying to murder me, then I might have to burn them. I think burn them is the answer because they're dolls, right?
I mean, I guess. They're possessed, though. We don't know what they're possessed by.
But if they get turned into ash, is it just going to be like the ash following me?
It's probably they either reconstruct themselves or you just get more. I need to show up at your house.
If they deconstruct themselves,
Like FedEx has got like 10 trucks waiting outside. Like, you gonna sign for this? Like, I don't want them. Like,
So
you're taking them.
here's what I'm thinking. If they do reconstruct themselves, I'm going to make like, come on, see the amazing, and then they don't do it, of course, until there's no audience, and then they go, whoosh, damn it.
Now here's what I would do. Here's what I would do.
Like some sort of Michigan J Frog.
Yeah. It's like they only reconstruct when no one's watching, when there's no cameras on
You
them.
always have to be putting on shows.
So they'd stay dead if you constantly put a camera there recording them.
So this is what I would do. I would try
Short
to
film.
sell them to a cheap company overseas, and knowing that they would come back, I would just keep doing it.
Yeah. Hey,
Like
are
somehow,
these-
like the boat that's shipping them goes under, and the insurance pays for the new ones.
What would that do?
You would have an endless supply of dolls to sell.
But here's the thing:
Set up a big company.
if people aren't getting their dolls, then they're not going to buy from you.
No, this is good because I can set up a shipping company and then I can use your business to make me wealthy.
They're not all going to go down in a boat wreck, but just
is someone putting?
I imagine.
Is someone placing these orders?
Maybe it's like the dolls wait until they're not used very often, and they're just in a closet in someone's house, and then they disappear. And like, where'd that doll go? Like, I guess I'll buy another one.
The doll's not on his spot in the shelf, and you hear this door opening, and the guy looks out like, what?
Now, if you don't
Walks
want to
out.
make a profit off of this, which is my first instinct, you could put all the dolls under your house
Have a mobile home
and have your house built under
Yeah,
it,
so
on
it's
top
like-
of it.
oh.
So they're still with you.
What if they come into the house that you live?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Like when you wake up, you're just surrounded by all the dolls.
Whoever, if this is us, we would know the rules because would try to.
Yeah, we would have
things.
tried a bunch of things.
And we're like, and then you just live with
needs
them.
more rules.
best option. Yeah,
But if
you
they're
got-
creepy, like
Needs more
like
rules.
you wake up in the middle of the night and you see the head duck out behind the, and then it goes back.
I mean,
like-
if they're just being creepy, but they're not actually hurting you, I mean, that's okay, I guess.
You gotta burn them. No, being creepy is worse. They're just constantly being creepy too.
They just keep getting closer. You're
like-
all right.
I don't like creeps.
So Abby, I guess in short, we don't know.
But thank you for that question.
Okay, I think we're done with. No, wait, we have more question from March. This comes from Hope. Top 5 favorite flavors of Jelly Belly jelly beans. If you pick your top 5 and get a big bag, what would you choose?
Tangerine's really good. The
Tangerine's pretty good.
green apples.
Yeah,
so good.
there you go.
I'm not a big candy person, but if I had to pick, I
They
guess.
only have like 4 calories per bean.
Here's the thing. I don't like Jelly Bellies because they've got too many different flavors. All right, if you go someplace like C's Candy, which I know a lot of people don't have, you get like a jelly beans that are just like fruit flavored or something like that.
Which are
Like
good.
that's great. I just like you could grab a handful of them and just like pop them in, like no questions asked.
do
You don't
like
have to
that.
worry about like a popcorn or something like that.
That is if you get the variety pack. There are some
Yeah.
places where you can just get all tangerine. But
So,
here's
yeah,
the
you
one
can,
thing.
you can.
What's the jelly beans is your least favorite? And mine, it doesn't have to be a Harry Potter one. It's just that there's about 80% licorice, black licorice,
black licorice? I don't mind black
and
licorice.
coffee. And it's like I just don't want to eat.
What about
something
the popcorn one? The butter popcorn?
It's all right, but it's
it makes me sick.
But yeah, if
It's
you're
not
eating
what
nothing but
it's
the
not what
butter
I came
popcorn
to
ones,
eat a jelly bean for. I wanted the fruit flavor.
Yeah.
The fruit flavors, or maybe like Dr Pepper.
But you know what? This is a
Dr.
big
Pepper,
bag
that's my answer.
of just your favorite one. So you can
Root
get all
beer?
Dr.
Root beer?
Pepper.
Okay, so I'm going Dr. Pepper, root beer, Orange Crush. I'm going all soda flavors.
Those are all good.
Orange Crush.
But I hate the black licorice one. And I
don't
hate
mind
the
black
coffee one. It
licorice.
just doesn't. I can't. If I was eating nothing but coffee ones, maybe. But like,
Yeah.
it's
Well, you
just-
could have coffee and black licorice.
Oh my!
What if you just give that as gifts to people you don't like?
jelly bean flavor 1, black licorice. Jelly bean flavor 2, black licorice.
Well, I know they make the Harry Potter ones, and it's like, ooh, there's vomit flavor, and it's like, and it does taste like vomit. I've had it before.
They're pretty nasty.
They taste.
I had dirt, and it was definitely
Dirt wasn't grass and dirt wasn't.
It wasn't
too
bad, but it tastes like dirt.
Earwax was
like,
okay.
Oh,
I was like, that's something we all do anyway, eating our earwax.
Yeah,
So basically, please don't get us jelly beans.
As long as they're the good flavors.
Bridget asks, how did you come to have sandwiches, Bunny? That's Bunny's cat. Did you get her as a kitten? What's the story?
So she was already a year old when I got her, but I was moving out and I was just, I don't know, I was doing some shopping and I went and saw the animals at the PetSmart and I saw her there and we're just curious, but yeah, and then she meowed and I was like, I need to take her home. So I filled out the paperwork, bought her for $50 and yep.
The rest is history.
Yeah, she's a good kitty. She was crying to be. She had been returned twice to the pound because she was too energetic, and it's like it's that same thing. Like once they turn like a year old, people don't want them anymore. And they just it's like they're super high energy and they need love, and I hate that. Also, this is kind of a sad story for you guys who follow my Instagram. You know that kitten that I helped raise with my ex-boyfriend? He just put him out in the streets. Yup.
Not even ask you if you wanted it?
No, it's not my cat.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I mean, I suppose it's still his cat technically, but like there's no matter how good you want to feel about it, there's no such thing as an outdoor cat. Like you can't put them out in there.
Well, they're domestic,
There are, but like they're going to cause havoc on the wildlife out there, and
that's very true.
they might be fine. They'll live shorter lives and whatever, but. No. So, anyways, that's really sad.
So it's not
let your pet
so they don't
out
raise
for a
that cat
while.
anymore, right? They just let it go.
I guess he
like-
might come back stuff, but I heard that and I was like, shit.
That's like
Sorry.
the worst way.
Damn it.
That's
Well,
like
that's
the
okay.
worst
No,
way to
no,
release
shit's okay.
That's like the worst way to like release your pets. So don't release your pets in the wild ever. Don't ever do that. It's the worst.
He was a very feral cat, so and he was just a couple weeks old, but he probably had too much experience out in the open.
Yeah.
So he's always going to be feral. Like that's just feral cats breed feral cats, and they're always going to be very huntery and like do things that are not so cute. And it's like, ugh. But still, I could have taken care of him. And except for the deposit on cats and cat rent in San Diego is atrocious. It's like $50 per cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anything that's like bigger than a 5 or 10 gallon tank, like any, animals that can fit in that kind of stuff are the only ones that don't make you charge a deposit for.
Animals that can fit in a 10-gallon tank?
Or I don't know what it is. You know,
How do they?
I can fit a fish or something.
all right, so let me get my tank out real quick.
Or like a,
technically, it's not subletting. My daughter can fit in this 10-gallon tank.
This is my tiny wife, sir.
But yeah, sorry. That was Socrates. He was a cutie, and yeah, he's gonna be a street cat from now on.
He's gonna be
unfortunately.
a street philosopher.
Revis asks, this is kind of random, but what is everyone who plays D&D's favorite class to be and why? Like, is...
Like a ranger.
Sorry, I'm... This last sentence I'm trying to figure out. Like, is the bonuses or a story reason you enjoy? Oh, the bonuses, like the stats. Okay. I think it's all story-wise. That's
For which?
And what's your favorite D&D class, basically?
Oh, I don't know because I haven't played a lot of the new one, but I think Bard would be pretty cool.
The new one? 5th edition?
Yeah. Is that what they're talking about?
Well, just any, whatever, what's your favorite class?
Well, I played Battle Mind in 4th edition. That was pretty fun. I like the concept. I wish the new edition had more concepts like that, but I guess they just really wanted to start with like the simple classes.
They have they have lots more now.
Really?
Yeah. 5th edition has like it's the same. They start with like what 7 classes.
They haven't
when
added
first
more,
come out.
have they?
Yeah, that's what it's the same as every D&D before.
I really just saw
They
it's
really-
Fighter, Bard.
No.
Name one then.
What classes?
Yeah.
What? I'm literally running something with the Penyacs right now. There's
Oh,
tons
really?
of classes.
Yeah.
What, but
Like,
I can,
there's a bunch of like subclasses.
like
It's
what? Like just,
They
I
have
just an example
subclasses, too.
because I haven't heard of this.
I
I know there's Ranger, or Ranger, Fighter, Monk. What's the one?
Okay.
There's like a mage.
They add new subclasses all the time, and
Is there cleric. Paladin?
there's like a new.
I need to.
Well, maybe a
see
few years
that.
ago they came out with it because basically they released the extra books that include this stuff.
What about so when you go into like you do D&D was it called? D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
That has all the new classes?
Only if you buy the books.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So they'll give you they'll give you the first one for free, like the generic ones. But if you want something, same with the races and stuff too. Like if you want the other ones, you have to, because it's kind of a digital thing where you buy the books digitally and then it unlocks the Beyond.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're creating your character,
that's how I was able to play a Kenku for a while, but it didn't. I guess I never saw that there was other classes. I just assumed.
Yeah.
That
I mean, they don't. They usually it's like. They just have books that will have like, here's a new location and here's a class and here's a
okay. I didn't know about the classes.
And they've been doing that since like I don't know, third edition. I would imagine. I can't remember much about earlier ones, but yeah, they got other ones now.
So what's your favorite class?
I mean, I like magic users, so and I've pretty much played sorcerer almost exclusively, but I have done a little bit of like barbarian and stuff, but making them like basically a robot, one of the what do they call them? Warframes? the
Warforged?
The Warforged. And that was pretty cool because then it was like, it made sense. Your giant robot or something.
Yeah.
But I can do any class.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about but like I always, it's all about story for me. But I do get in the stats a little bit.
Has Brian played D&D?
I played D&D like twice.
Yeah.
That's enough.
It's enough. Yeah. I mean, I'm always like some sort of barbarian, some sort of. I mean, I did like the fighter class first round, and then I did a ranger class. And that was like more fun, I think. It was like a little bit more. Well, I mean, it might have been just the people I was playing with too. So,
Cool. So are you like streaming those or just
it's all like it's the slowest game ever.
You're just like playing,
and it's only online. It's over like Discord, and it's through with text because they really wanted to, and I was like, okay,
really, even though you all,
it's with their.
Oh, their group.
Other people.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was just the three of you, and you're like in your house together, and you're in different rooms.
No. Like, nobody look.
Well, it's not like anyone has time to do it. Anyway.
You're on the balcony.
Cool.
So it's going to be very like
that's cool.
Need to know kind of stuff because they don't understand much. I think one of the players does, but I said I would do it. It's taken
fun.
3 months and we haven't even started.
Yeah.
I'm getting into Wrath and Glory right now, which is the new 40K RPG. It's very simple.
I think we're almost into April questions now.
Oh,
just for those of you who are patrons on our Patreon page, these are submitted at the people at the $10 tier.
I like answering questions. I kind of wish our whole podcast was just answering questions.
Well, it is today.
So I try to make sure like if that we get through the ones from the last month.
Yeah.
And then it's okay if like someone has like a second question the next month because like we didn't get to their question the previous month.
Mm-hmm.
But just in case anyone's wondering right now during the live stream, I leave the questions for the next month over there. So if you had like 4 questions that you answered us, I picked chronologically the ones that we would answer, and then I left the other ones up there. So if you see on the Discord for the Patreon patrons where you submit your questions, not that anyone else knows what we're talking about, that's why. You'll see it like I'll just move them over to the next month. So that's what you're seeing there. Not that we're like deleting your questions so we want to answer them.
I am. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so Abby asks, are there any projects, artistic or otherwise, but not SPG related, that you want to devote more time to?
I mean, not that I want to devote more time to. I think I wish I could devote more time to this stuff and my other band as well. I feel like I think there's a project that take away from time more than that.
Realistically, all I really want to do is I'm going to be DMing my first like RPG, and that's about all I really want to do. That'll be a fun experience. But
I mean, an SPG kind of makes them bread for me, so I'm fine devoting.
We always have to like we always consider like how much things we can shove into a day. So yeah, the idea of trying to find more time is difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If Steam Powered Draft comes into a ton of money and we're not doing it anymore or something, maybe we would go on to other things to fill the emptiness. But
no,
like Steam Powered Draft right now at least
it's a project.
There's a lot of projects going on. I don't have anything else. There's no other time to do anything else.
Yeah, maybe learn a new skill. I don't kayak. I don't know.
Betty asks, how did everyone pick their robot names?
Cool. It's a tried and true question. So why don't you go first?
So when I was a kid, back in AOL, when AOL launched, we were on our Windows computer 3.11. You had to pick a screen name, and I really liked dinosaurs. So I went
have to pick a screen
Spine Raptor.
because dinosaurs.
But it was spelled like SPT. It was like an abbreviation because you were limited to like 7 characters or something. And then they increased it, and then I made
like
Spine Raptor.
Spin Raptor.
No, I had an E in there.
Yo,
it was
Spin
Spine and then
Raptor.
RPTR.
Been such a good rap name for you though. Spin Raptor or DJ name?
Yeah.
Mine was similar, but it was just that I always use different names for like rabbits. It's supposed to be kind of like White Rabbit. I kind of had a thing like for Alice in Wonderland. So Lagomorph is like the scientific name for rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
So Lago came from that. Rabbit came from that, and my middle name Bunny came from that. So yeah, I don't even care for rabbits that much. Nope, it's just the iconography of or the what they represent, like in terms of like the Alice in Wonderland story and all that.
No, we had a lot of different names when we were coming up with Zero's name, and I think David finally came up with the final.
I came up with
I think we came out with we had a list of ones that we were like, oh, that one sounds pretty good. That one sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
What were some of the other ones?
Didn't we posted it on the?
Yeah, there was a whole list of them. I can't remember like what's a.
Didn't we? I think we posted it on Engineer Tier patrons.
Oh, Pockets was gonna be because Hook, right, or something.
Yeah, I mean that was funny to
Pockets.
me. I really wanted to be called Junkyard or something like that.
Junkyard.
But you guys thought it was inappropriate.
We did?
I don't know, something like that.
I guess we did.
We didn't want to make you. Probably because we didn't want to make you think.
Yeah,
like,
garbage.
Oh, you're the garbage robot.
but now I'm Zero. So.
yeah. You came up with
Zero,
like, right?
which was like immediately when came up with the name, I was like, someone's gonna use that joke.
Nope.
I can't wait to. Someone used it one time, and that's it. I was like, all right, cool.
I feel like it's going to be one of those things like, what's this new robot's name? And it's just like flashing, and then I don't know. Like there's nothing there.
Zero. That's cool. Yeah.
Or like you get to type your own name. Like I don't know what I want to be called, and you're just like
Solo. I'm like, I don't know. I'm all by myself. Solo. That's how we came up with it.
Watch that one.
But the Peniacs want to, and I'm like, I don't know. And they're like,
it's not free on Netflix.
I did just force them all to watch the extended cut of Green Lantern.
What?
Oh my
God.
Why?
Because we wanted to see how bad it was.
It was really
or
bad.
I did, and then everyone else was like, this is so bad.
Oh.
And it is.
You gotta watch Solo. It's not as bad as everyone says it is.
It's just
not great.
Nobody says it's bad. I don't think anyone says it was bad. I think a lot of people were talking about
it was just
how
a movie
good
that never needed to be made.
But I hate origin stories, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to know Solo's story. All the other characters were so much more interesting. I was like, wow, what's going on over here? Let's tell
the
this
female
story
robot,
more.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca was better in this movie than he was in a lot of other movies.
Lando.
A lot of the new movies.
I'll see it one of these days. But I think I'm going to be seeing John Wick's before those come out.
Have
That
you seen
third
any?
one come out.
You haven't seen any of the John Wicks?
I haven't.
Oh,
Whoa! That first one.
But because I waited, they now have them on UHD and Dolby Vision.
I never
fun.
thought
They're
that,
great.
So
that
now-
the second one was very good. You guys were talking about it like I thought it was going to be like he's killing a bunch of different.
Hey, I haven't seen it.
what? Who talked about John Wick 2?
I don't know. You and Camille or
When?
something, and like you were talking about. Oh yes.
What? No, I don't want to know.
Like,
Don't tell me.
Sorry.
I haven't seen it. I want to go in.
I wasn't gonna
not
spoil
knowing
it.
anything.
No, I'm telling things that weren't in the movie.
But
And they're both
anyways,
pretty good.
Okay,
They're both
next
pretty
month we can
great.
talk about Avengers and.
Oh my god, we
John
can't talk about
Wick.
Avengers. But let me. Did you see in the 40X theaters? No.
What?
No.
No, I saw it.
Nobody else did.
I saw it in a theater that
I've been in the
worked
40X
with my
theaters.
time schedule.
I think the 40X theaters are the next. It's like the next big thing.
And is it just because of the vibration, or is it because the screen looks better?
The screen was okay.
Okay, then yeah, no.
No, it's because there's smoke effects, there's smell effects, there's bubbles, there's.
Where do the bubbles?
It's like a
come in
roller
on that
coaster.
movie?
There was no bubbles. There was, but during explosions and stuff, there's actually smoke that fills the room, and it was pretty fun.
Maybe.
I liked it. Even John Wick 3 is gonna be in.
This is gonna
Well,
be,
what? Maybe I'll.
You should,
I'll
definitely
do-
try it.
There's
find
gonna
one.
be a dog in the theater.
Why?
What? I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about a dog.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen the movie.
I mean, it's the basic premise of John Wick.
This is the problem. This is the problem with spoilers. I can't wait till
Oh,
next
did
month to tell
I
you how.
spoil it for you by saying there's a dog in John Wick? Oh no! Oh, what did you ever do? The dog.
You should have seen it by now,
no.
according to your logic.
I'm just saying.
I don't even want to watch it now. There's a dog in it. Gross.
I'm just saying we're agreeing to Avengers in a month just because it's too early to talk about it for people who
but
don't want
anyway,
to be spoiled. But John Wick, we haven't agreed to talk about it yet.
Check out the 40X theaters on Regal. I would say like some of the it kind of depends on who's programming the thing, but I thought they did a pretty good job. There's some moments where I'm like, you shouldn't even try it because it's hard to sync that stuff up. But like, really fun. Like I can't. It's very. It's also very.
Wait,
subtle.
is it also in 3D at the same time?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't really seen the good 3D effect in theaters is lost on me. I haven't seen a good one since Avatar.
I think it's worth just it's for the gimmick alone. It's pretty fun.
I guess
I would see a fun action movie with it, like the new Fast and Furious, Hobbs and whatever.
Shaw. What are they gonna do?
Shaw.
Have a dog in the?
But it makes sense when you're driving around in a car, and then the thing's like. That'd be cool.
Robo asks, what's everyone's favorite TV shows, if they have any?
The one about a dog. A Dog's Purpose, the TV
show. Every episode, it's a new dog, so he has to die by the end of every episode.
And he does the same exact thing in every episode too.
I've been a lot of dogs.
A dog's purpose to milk all the food and attention they can get out of humans until they die.
Remember when a dog's purpose was a lot different back when they were wolves?
To eat food.
Basically, they made a subservient race in this movie's lore.
Yeah.
That
I did not. Wait, I haven't seen this movie.
It's in the I neither have It's on the trailers.
Yeah, the Dog's Purpose trailer is just the movie. They're like every dangerous thing. They're like, oh, he's in danger. And they're like, oh no, just kidding.
And then they always show like
there's a cougar. They're like, oh, but they're friends.
The main character right at the end is like sea salt or whatever his name is. And then you like he gets home now because he's like running home, and it's like of course he makes it back.
Everything was solved, and
it's not like those Marley and Me days where the dogs die at the end.
It's my favorite
back
trailer.
in those days when people were expecting.
I never saw Marley.
It's my favorite trailer of all time. I think A Dog's Purpose. It's so good.
There's two of them.
There's what? There's not two of them.
There's two Dog's Purposes. I don't know what they're called.
Oh yeah, I think it's the second one. I don't know.
A dog-ear purpose or something. I don't know.
A cat's purpose.
Now I can get behind that because there is no purpose. Oh no, they're in trouble. Guess leave this cartoon. People joke about that. No, cats would do that. Oh, are you dead yet? Can I eat your eyeballs?
How many hero cat stories have you heard?
There's a whole thing. There's this whole YouTube video I got to show you guys about that cats aren't really domesticated. They haven't had to adapt like dogs. We basically let them be themselves because that's what they're good at.
Yeah, they have. They domesticate. They're like they're meow. You know, it's imitates a baby cry.
So not the same as dogs, but
it's not the same as dogs,
but a little bit.
They were vermin, catchers. So they do what they do best, and that's what we've bred them to do.
So on to the question. Favorite TV shows. I am gonna have to say I'm really liking Deadwood right now.
I haven't watched
it. The movie is coming out next month or this month.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
So I got to catch up. I still have another season to watch.
Yeah, I've watched 2 episodes of it. That's it.
It's really good.
It's good.
Oh, and it's because it's some of the language is like so. It's almost like Shakespeare.
Are we talking about like TV shows we like right now, or like TV shows
in general?
In general,
okay. Boardwalk Empire is really good.
I like The Wire. The Wire's. I mean, that's a. God, those are 2 typical ones. But no one's ever. If you haven't seen The Wire, you gotta watch it.
I haven't seen The Wire.
You gotta watch it. So
I saw it on the.
It's amazing.
The 2000s. You know that CNN documentary.
Yeah, totally. When they talk about the Baltimore Police Department, like, yo, you can't do this anymore. Well, it's like it's too realistic. They use a lot of old cops. They use a lot of old they got people in the life too. Like
they were told that they couldn't do
Snoop. Yeah, the police department came to them. They're like, you can't do this anymore.
They were revealing too much.
Realistic. Yeah. And also like the drug dealers. Like they use like a couple like Baltimore people who were local drug dealers and like
those documentaries. They always devote like 2 episodes to TV because it's such a big impact during the 90s and the 2000s.
Yeah. It's so good though.
I've been watching. What have I been watching? Well, I finished the Orville recent season. That was all right. It's always okay, and then I've still been watching Doom Patrol. Still so great.
I haven't
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
But it's getting good reviews. I see the reviews going.
Yeah. I'm catching up with American Gods. Finally watched the end of season 1. Now I'm in season 2.
If you like that guy, he's in Deadwood.
What guy? Oh, Ian McShane.
Yeah. He's in a lot.
He's even better. He's even better.
I like him a lot.
He pretty much he has the chops to do that dialogue. It's so great.
Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, I'm not big into TV shows. Like,
it's more of these like series.
I like a complete series. If you're gonna tell me your series has an ending, then I'll like give it a chance. But like,
I think speaking of TV shows, there's a new one coming out on Netflix. It's from the creators of BoJack Horseman.
Oh,
really? It's called Tuca and Birdie. It's done in the same art style. It's just following a pair of women bird.
Cool.
Wait, so it's in the same universe?
Great.
I think it looks a little more cartoony, but I don't know if it's the same universe.
Interesting.
It looks a little more cartoony, so I don't know if it's like BoJack is in there.
BoJack new season should be coming out soon too. It's great.
So
I'm
we'll see how
excited.
that's about.
Gosh, I still need to finish Dragon Prince. I still need She-Ra season 2 came out. Like so many on the cartoon front. I'm like,
I love cartoons. Like I watch cartoons all day.
Disenchanted. When was that? Next season coming out?
I don't know. I like this. I like the first
decent.
season though.
Like
it took a second for it to get on his feet, but like by the end of it, I was like, all right, you guys are understanding these characters.
I kind of feel that they're in it for the long run, and they want to develop the characters, so it'll get funnier.
So. Yeah.
Kindy asks, what would you guys do if you were invited to something like Ellen? Probably play Honeybee.
Probably play
Honeybee and a Brian song.
For sure. I was like, we get to play.
If we had to pick one, it would be Honeybee.
And if you look under your chairs, oh wait, that's Oprah. I'm sorry, Ellen.
Well, it's like if we got invited to play Ellen, it would be because of a song. Like, so we would play whatever that song is, and then Honeybee.
And then she would introduce us, and
they'd be they would talk to Bunny for.
I would dance down the steps with Ellen for sure. I'd find.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do that.
What? Yeah, they would. I'd be like, yo, can I go dance with Ellen? And she'd be like, yes, you can come dance with me because this is what the show's about.
Well, that would be a pretty nice bump for Steam Powered Draft. We'd probably get.
And then it would be like
a lot more.
And then it would be, hey guys, teach me how to do the robot, and we'd teach Ellen how to do the robot, and it'd be so hilarious for everyone.
all the 40-year-old moms in the audience would be clapping.
Ellen's great.
Oh, have you seen her new stand-up special?
No,
Netflix? It's really good.
Really?
Okay.
Good. I love Ellen
because the older people sometimes they can get a little disconnected, but she kind of digs into that, so it kind of worked.
Good for her.
Cool.
I mean, I'm already disconnected with today's.
I love her stand-up though. Like your stand-up is just like
and she hadn't done it
really
for a long time.
Yeah.
She talks about it. That's pretty much what it's about. Is
that's good.
Talking about her history. It's also touching too, but she's a pretty funny person.
She is.
Okay. Merc asks, how did y'all pick the songs you were going to cover? Specifically, the ones you covered as a band. So basically, not Diamonds.
Oh, okay. I mean,
so pretty much all of them were just because I wanted to.
Well, I mean, most of the ones that we did were from the San Diego Zoo or like Balboa Park, where we would just pick a couple that kind of suited our acoustic style.
But they probably don't know about those ones. It's probably they're talking more about
like I Love It and stuff, and I Love It and Diamonds. It was just and all that was just sort of. There's only 3 that we did.
Yeah, the examples they put were I Don't Care and Harder, Better, Faster.
I mean, that was still mostly spearheaded by you. Like obviously,
just whatever we were gonna.
We just wanted to try like
stuff to fill in between albums.
Yeah, and plus like when a song is popular, even though I Kind of Pop never went anywhere, that song's still popular, and yeah.
Well, we had one good cover. No, I don't know.
I mean, we could try it again, but it's maybe not.
It kind of just just kind of goes by the wayside. I mean, if you look at like sales or anything like that, or the views and stuff, like nothing will beat something like Diamonds, but the rest of them they might as well not even exist. If we as far as like people buying it or something. Yeah.
I'm about covers that like mean something or change the song a little bit. It's like if you have like an old song or like you rediscover a song that wasn't really like that like popular and make it something.
We could do something like that in the future if we, when we don't want to do an album. We're just like, let's just start covering some of our favorite songs or whatever, and that'd be fun, But who knows?
Yeah, I mean, in between albums and stuff. But obviously, I think the newer music that definitely helps.
Oh,
yeah,
because we're never gonna. I mean, are we really ever gonna get popular over cover? Not really. I mean,
what are some of just in case people haven't, because this was a long time ago. Why don't we just list some of the songs that we covered at the zoo in Balboa Park? We did "I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire."
Yeah.
We did "Moanin' for You."
Yeah.
We did "Mr. Roboto."
No, we never. Did we?
Yes, we did.
At the zoo?
I'm not saying at the zoo. I'm just saying in general.
Park. Okay.
Never Gonna Give You Up, which also was we also did "Under Pressure" and Vanilla Ice's "Ice Ice Baby."
We did a mashup.
Where we did
yeah.
We did some Bee Gees songs.
Yeah, we did.
Staying Alive, I think. No,
we did.
Saturday night. No,
Night. Nights on Broadway. I still know
Nights
my
on
harmonies.
Broadway.
Do you know your harmonies?
I didn't. I sang lead on that one.
Let's sing it.
I don't remember.
Blaming It All.
Do it
Nights
now.
on Broadway. I know my harmonies.
Yeah, but I don't know what key we played it in.
Nights on Broadway.
And we did. I think the one we did a lot of was John sang. What was that song?
Gosh, I know which one. What's it called? Fever Nights? No, it wasn't Fever Nights.
Baby, night fever.
I can't remember, but it was another Bee Gees song. And then we did Dr. Doolittle's Talk with the Animals.
Walk with the animal, dog
Yeah.
with the animal.
So, there's probably some recordings of those online.
Probably not as
somewhere.
many because we tried not to do as many covers. We only did it when the zoo kind
Made you
of
do it.
saw us
So here,
not doing covers.
so we had our boss walking around, and like when he was not there on days when he would tell us like I'm not gonna be there this day, then that's when we would do.
Yeah, because we want people to see our original stuff.
Or he'd say like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop by on this third set," and we're like, "Okay, the third set, let's do nothing but cover."
I mean, we said we would do covers, but when
No one really cared.
When the zoo wanted to film us, they made us do all covers, and
Of course.
and that one performance we got so much flack from because people were like, "I came to see you, and you just played a bunch of Beatles covers and this," and I'm like,
People didn't understand like there was rules for us getting to play.
Yeah.
Like we had to play covers, but we skirted around those.
and so that person was like, "I'll never be a fan again." I'm like,
Yeah.
Really? I don't even remember that.
person who came to see you at a
well,
free
that's because I was
performance at the Zoo?
I probably was dealing with his social media stuff at that time, so I got the emails and stuff.
Well, good.
So AJ asks, ever plan on adding more hats to the giraffe pets? Maybe even some costumes or toast pieces? No. We've already added
We covered all hats.
no, but what they're talking about is we have a pet giraffe thing that if you're a Patreon or engineer tier, you can go and do get it's a little virtual pet.
Totally.
And you get points every day login. It's not grindy. I mean, it is. It's just.
It has this great animation I did of a giraffe just eating its own vomit, where it barfs out. It's like projectile vomit, and then a long tongue comes down and it licks it up, and it's worth it for that.
Wait, I did the tongue.
Did you?
Yeah, you didn't. You just did the barf, and that was it. And then we're like, would it be cool if it? And then I
Linked
just
it up.
because you can see the tongue.
Oh,
is
yeah, I
literally just like a
remember.
paint thing.
Hilarious.
So good, so good.
Anyways,
Well, good combination.
see,
That's what I call teamwork.
the first iteration of it already had less hats, so we've already added like 5 batches of hats over the years.
So many hats.
There's no reason to add more
You
because no one uses it, and it would be a waste of our time.
You got this crack in your microphone that kind of makes it look like you have lips. No, my entertainment.
Well, no, you can't see it.
That was really
Next question.
Hope asks strangest
sounded like lemongrass for a
travel
second.
story. We don't have any. I don't know if we have strange ones, but we have ones that are very like. The last time we came back from the UK felt like we're gonna miss every single flight. We're gonna.
we traveled for a day. We traveled for an entire day.
Yeah, it was about 24 hours.
Yeah, it was wild.
I don't know how we survived.
Oh man, we barely did.
And on one of the airports, we had to go like on a bus, and it was like there was so
In
many.
Copenhagen, right? Was that where we were?
No, when we got back to Chicago, when we laid over in Chicago, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And we were like, we had to get on a bus to go to another part of the airport, and
It could have easily just fallen apart.
there were
if
so
we
many
had-
different because none of us were
and
quite awake.
we only had like 30 minutes to get there or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was so like, is everyone here? I don't even know.
Yeah,
Do we have all our stuff?
You left your wallet on one of the
Yeah.
planes.
that was going to Anime Midwest. I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
There was some. Yeah, we've had some there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened when we used to like drive around. We've only driven far 24-hour trips like a couple times, but those were always
The first
very
time, our
eventful.
first trip to Texas,
like
took
a whole window
bus.
fell off in the middle while we were driving.
one of those shuttle buses that they use at hotels, but Steve, we bought a used one.
Oh no, it was the door window fell off.
Yeah.
So it was just like this. It was like we could just jump out.
But also, it wasn't a very comfortable ride. Imagine like a day or two of
oh my god.
of like in a vehicle that basically doesn't seal up. Like
Yeah.
it's old enough that it rattles and it's just not.
I remember at night when we were driving because of the window being out, it was just so freezing cold.
Yeah.
We were just like,
and then we got there and played the show,
and we were actually very popular. It like blew everyone out of the water, and we were struggling to man the merchandise booth.
yeah.
And
That's when we knew like, oh, like we look at it now and it's like, oh, it was probably not that many, but coming after a show and trying to sell and as you're sweating and like
because we didn't have
and
anyone.
Autographing, we did it though. We somehow did it and we sold out pretty much.
That was
everything.
That was like
Great.
2011, 2010, and that was probably like a start of our like, oh, people are liking.
And that was like back in the day. We took like one suitcase full of merch or something, and now it's like here we are with 3 cases or something.
Yeah, but
I mean, we have more CDs, so that's one thing. But
that's true.
we also, but now we
it was fun. Makes for good stories. Talking about it later.
So I guess none of those are strange though. What about you, Brian? You've been on the road longer than
I have been on the road. I had a strange encounter in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Funny enough, with probably a meth head, I'm assuming.
Oh,
we had a Bible. We opened up the Bible, and there's like definitely a weird baggie of some stuff. We're like, what is going on in this place? And then I'm noticing in the window, this guy's like staring at us in the window. And I'm like, yo, this guy's been out here for like an hour, and he's just looking in our window, like not looking anywhere else. And we're watching a movie, and eventually I hear on the window. And I like peek through, and he's like, hey man, Elisa in there? I'm like, no man, there's no Elisa in here. We're sitting here watching the movie. There's 5 dudes, there's 5 smelly guys, and I had a mohawk, and my drum had a mohawk at the time. He's like, oh yeah, guess nothing but mohawks. He like drove off into the night.
So basically, someone probably was it a hostel?
It was a motel, like it was a dirty motel. Like,
so someone was there, and he doesn't understand the concept of a motel and different people coming.
Yeah, I mean, she could have been at the motel. That's
what I'm imagining.
Some other room. He was just like, he was just looking directly in the room with like 5. There's like 5 guys, like just after shows, so we're like sweaty and stinky, and we're like watching a movie, like. He's like, oh, is there a party? Is she in there in the party? Elisa? I'm like, no, dude. We're sitting here like watching Iron Man or something. Like,
cool. Doesn't sound like anything I want to be part of. I mean, not watching the movie. I mean, someone.
You don't want to watch a movie in a sleazy hotel?
I mean, hey,
motel?
you gotta sleep, you know. You gotta sleep somewhere.
We've done that before.
The Motel 6.
Boy,
because at least it's it's an
trusted name.
Hoyden asks, what's your favorite family This is going to be hard to read. I'm not good at English. What's your favorite... This is too many F words. What's your favorite family-friendly memory that involves being awake at 3 a.m?
Whoa. Maybe like flying... Every trip that I went on as a kid, like something bad would happen, like in the airport, or like on the train, like our flight would get canceled, like there'd be like some sort of weather thing. Like we were like going to Hawaii, or we were trying to fly back from Hawaii, and there was like a big storm, and we were like up in the airport. And so, like, I thought that airports were overnight. Like, not till, like, I was with, like, one time I was with like, we were coming home from something, like, super late. And I was like, oh, the airport closes down? Like, because this happened, like, numerous times where we would, like, have to sleep at an airport. But we would always, like, find some sort of, like, some fun game to do, some sort of, like, hide and seek or tag game or something like that at, like, weird hours in, like, giant airports. But it was always fun. Like, it was always, like, terrible things that I feel like could have ruined the trip, but, like, he always made it like
that's cool.
Yeah, we had good things around.
Yeah, the weird moments of like airports. That's what came to mind first. I was like, like had some. Nothing crazy happened though. It was just oh yeah, everything looks weird in this hour in the morning.
Maybe I think I slept walk a few times as a kid,
really?
And it was just me going out to the couch in the living room, and yep, that was about it.
I had a night terror once. When like in college days, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
I like scraped off the skin on my top of my foot because I woke up screaming and just ran through the front door and I didn't move my foot so I just teared it. And but it was like all, I wasn't thinking about anything. It was like, that was all just my body doing it by its own. And then I was at the door like, what's going on? Why do I feel like I'm terrified for no reason? And why did I do this?
Dude, I do remember. So we used to go to this cabin all the time in like Ottawa. And I remember like one time me and my cousins were out, like, you know, because it's like the one time like all the adults would sleep. So like we're like trying to like explore outside. And we're finding like all these like cougar prints. And so like the entire time, I mean, we were just like, we were terrified, number one. Like, oh, cougar prints, like, well, I'm gonna die. Like, We're inside, like terrified of his cougar is gonna get into the house and eat everyone alive. Like,
just gonna burst through the window.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure being like the most annoying things ever, but like that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun times there.
Let's go on our next question.
Do it.
David asks, I have 2 questions. Question 1, is it true that you don't actually have any songs on your next album and are just recording fart and raspberry noises each week?
Yes.
That is true.
Question 2, and this is a 3-part question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use... Because I said question... they said question...
yes, of course.
They said question 2, and this is a 3-part question.
They actually said that?
Yeah. This David person. And this is question 2, and this is a 3-part question. Can I use your characters in my novella I am writing about a world made of cheese? Can I also sell plush dolls that I hand sew of the cheese robot versions of your band for profit?
This is a fake one.
Without any licensing. Also, can you draw me concept art for the robots as cheese robots and send me the mock-ups for the plush dolls of these?
The answer to all those questions is yes. Send us your address and your social security number.
I'm getting in the habit of like taking all the. Not that, I'm not making fun of any specific question. I just like.
All the questions.
Well, we get a lot of this kind of stuff. You know, like people see an intellectual property and they want a slice of the cake, the tiny
slice of cheese.
I think it was tiny cake that we already divided up.
Cheese, yeah.
So, anyways,
thanks for that.
That's great.
Yeah, David would love to do that, David.
Well, the joke being
right on it.
is that they want to do something, and then they also need us to do all the work. I don't know, I find it funny because it's very close. We don't really talk about that kind of stuff, but people would be surprised at the emails that come through that Chelsea and I have a good laugh over, because we're not like the legitimate ones, like most of the ones we get. No, I mean pretty much all the ones on our Discord are fine. I've never seen one that's been like what.
Too ridiculous.
But
I've heard some.
Anywho. This next question comes from Faye.
And it's a 2-part question.
Do any of you know how to play the hand ocarina? The one made with hands, not held by hands. What? Wait.
Oh, like this. No, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, no,
maybe Mike.
Don't. You know what? Mike definitely does.
Wait.
Yeah,
almost.
That's pretty good.
Let's just do this for an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. Hey, you did it.
But I don't know how to do the pitches.
And now play the sunshine.
I don't know how to do it.
The sunshine.
I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know.
Wait, is that what they're talking about? Is it that?
Yes. How did you do that?
What? I don't know.
If that's not something impressive, I can do that.
Okay. Do it.
I'm doing it.
What about this?
Can't do that. I can do this. This sounds so bad without context. This sounds so bad without context. No, you're just going like that. What does that sound like? What do you think that sounds like?
A drum beat.
Like a billion babies running towards a. No, babies! Get off me! No, they're biting me! They're one tooth.
So, to answer your question, Faye, no, we don't. Okay, last question for the month.
Whoa!
We got to put a cap in it sometime.
Okay.
So, any question we don't get to, we'll roll over to next one.
America.
Thanks for understanding. A piece of food in my mouth.
From the babies.
You gonna share?
Firefeather asks 2 questions. 1, David. Same 3-part question as David, except world, robots, plushies, concept art, and mock-ups are made of imitation cheese, thereby making it all fall under fair use.
Oh.
A loophole in the system. A glitch in the matrix.
No, you cannot. You cannot. You can.
Yes.
We have no interest in licensing any
and I will send you the mock-ups.
Our characters.
I will send you the mock-ups.
Unless you're like a big company, but
even then, we would have to question who's buying your product.
I don't know, EA. Like,
No one even knows who we are, so why would you want our property? Anyways, this next and their second question is for Bunny. Do you still have and play the accordion?
I do still have, and I do play the accordion. I don't do the digital one. That one was just. I tried for many years, but I don't. The digital one was just too much.
Yeah.
Too much memory. It just got so frustrating, and I'm glad we don't. It didn't really serve a purpose, anyways. And it's like with a guitar, you can get this. You can get even more sounds, and like it's fun for like the accordion songs.
Yeah.
But then when those kind of cycled out, it was like, well, there's no real reason to have an accordion now.
I feel like you busted it out for something recently.
I don't know. I mean, I still kind of write songs on it and stuff, but
Maybe
I was
that's
never
what it
really good.
was.
I mostly just played melody and a couple ditties that we learned, but it was only for a couple songs, and
we've put it in a few songs. Even
yeah.
there's probably one song that has some accordion in.
Yeah.
Well, there
Spoilers.
does, but just like because I was playing it while Mike was recording harmonies.
Oh, well, no, that was what an accordion.
Yeah,
Really?
Mike had a little.
Oh yeah, he has a little concertina thing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Speaking of steam powered giraffe, now that we're done with questions,
No one mentioned that at all.
no one.
For any of you-
No one comes.
any
to
of you
Steam
out there
Powered
who
Giraffe.
haven't heard our thing, Steam Powered Giraffe's releasing a new album. This is the first time we only announced this April 7th, so this is
First time we're
pretty
using our words.
or maybe it was the next week
speak it?
after that we made it publicly. But so we're coming out with a new album. It's going to be released in waves every 3 to 4 months. We'll release 2 songs.
Totally tubular, dude.
Music videos for every song. And then at the end of a bunch of waves of songs, we'll release the final album with the last wave of songs. And it'll be an album with all the other songs that are released.
Hang 10, because it's waves.
And if you want to follow along with our progress, consider going to our Patreon page.
Patreon.com/SteamPowerGiraffe.
And there's lots of tiers there. You can even some of the benefits of the higher tiers. You can get your name in an album. You can get your name at the end of the music video. You can, which is perfect for people who want their
Yeah.
name multiple times.
You can get your
That's
name
me.
sung in a song.
yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff, guys. You got to check it out. This is totally brand new. It's wave revolution of Steam
The
Powered
wave's
Giraffes.
coming. You ride the wave.
Ride
everyone.
the wave.
Ride the wave.
Well, we really want to stay up with the times, and streaming services. Everyone uses them, and it's kind of sucks to have to wait for your band to not for us, I suppose, but for your favorite band to release new songs every 1 to 2 years when their next album comes out, and so your playlist stays the same. So growing playlists slowly but more consistently is a great way to stay more engaged with the band you like.
Yeah, and we want to stay more relevant, so we're putting it all in waveform. So everything's going to be in waves.
Sure.
But there's a lot of content already. We've been taking
maybe.
We've been compiling these videos together every week about what we're working on. They're fun little things.
Yeah, and there's a lot. There's almost there's like 5 or 6 posts now. So
There's not too many spoilers. Like we kind of keep it vague, but
if you want to delve into some of them, we have performed like 1 or 2 of the new songs during our live show and stuff. But we also
we're trying to keep them like we're not going to spoil the whole songs. You're not going to get like a whole complete track of work in progress or anything. It's just little snippets up here and there. Yeah,
and of course the Patreons and stuff will be able to hear the songs and see the music videos first at some of those tiers. So you'll definitely if you don't want to wait. That's the thing you can do to help support us while we do this endeavor.
yeah.
Totally.
Anyways, that's our spiel for this.
It's fun. And on the note, we also have our vinyls. They're going into production soon.
I think they're already there. We're waiting for the test pressings, so they should be here.
nice.
So can people still pre-order?
Yeah, we ordered. Now that we had the pre-orders, the cutoff, I guess we ordered a little bit more. So unless people pre-order a bunch more, like we're not gonna have too many left over, but we'll have just enough for extra pre-orders and stuff.
That's good.
So if you get it in now, like we're pretty sure, like we'll cut it off well before we run out.
Yeah. So you probably want to order your vinyls today because just when they're finally here, there's probably not going to be enough to go
Yeah,
around.
because once the sales will definitely die off even when we have them in stock. So
and there's no guarantee we will do this again.
It's true because they're expensive.
They're super expensive. So please get on that. We can always increase the quantity maybe, but I don't know.
No,
Like,
it's
okay.
locked in.
Well,
So
then you need to get yours now. Go to steampowerdraft.com for more information. Get your vinyl.
you should be, if you want one, we'll probably have enough. But SteamWorld Heist, some people keep asking us to this day, like about 200 people have signed up to get it, and we're like, we only made 300 of them, and no one bought them at the time. So.
Yeah.
But I think 2 Cent Show will be a little more popular.
On that, if you like the vinyls, isn't there for the high tier on our Patreon? Isn't there like you get a test pressing?
Yes, we are right now. for this month, I think next month too, most likely, because we don't have the other ones. We have test pressings. There's only 2 left because we only had 4 test pressings of music for SteamWorld Heist. So if you want to get something that is signed by Sam, Bunny, and myself when they came out, we have those.
They're not fancy. They look terrible, and they sound even worse.
But they're the pressings that the band had to listen to make sure that there's no skips and that basically that the.
But the quality is really bad. It's barely listenable, but
it's not that bad. It's just not. It's not a final thing. It's basically so you can make sure their little pressing is going to be good. Yeah. So you're not really listening for the sound necessarily. You're listening for weird stuff that might happen.
But yeah, for collectors, if you're interested, that's what we got going right now. So be sure to check it out. See if it's something that you'd be interested in.
And in the future, if we run out of those, we'll probably we'll definitely have test pressings from.
We did macaroni art for a while back.
So that high tier, we always come up with something
weird,
unique and weird. Yeah. But the test pressings are a pretty cool thing.
We do have a lot of weird little memorabilia around that we could probably maybe put together a package one month.
But right now, I guess, because we're going to get 4 more of those test pressings, most likely.
Yeah.
So we'll switch it to 2-cent show eventually.
Yeah. Auction off each vinyl separately, even if it's part 1 or part 2. So you can't have a complete collection unless you subscribe.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get so many. Yeah, because it's a 2-cent.
But yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up for our show today, folks. Thanks for joining us.
We got through a lot of questions.
What episode is this?
This is actually a landmark episode. This is our 50th episode.
This is our 50th episode? So when did we start? That was back in 2013? 14?
It was a little bit before October 2000.
Oh wait, no, it's when you came in. About a little bit before.
So we did it a little bit
2000.
it was
15, 2015?
I don't know. You can scroll back and
and that's amazing because we only do Bennettarium once a month, if that.
Yeah, I mean, when we started, we were doing it every week or every other week, but that was because we weren't working on anything.
Yeah.
And it was the only thing we were doing. But soon after that, we started our next projects with Steam Powered Drafts, so we didn't.
There you go.
So we made it a monthly podcast.
Thanks for always tuning in,
Plus,
guys.
there's not really anything for us to talk about it in a week every week.
Yeah,
our time is definitely better spent working on.
I'm always confused. Is this a Steam Powered Giraffe podcast or is it just us? It changes. It just never has any consistency, which is great. So.
I mean, sometimes we don't talk about Steam Powered Giraffe at all. Oh, that's not true. There's always
our next one's definitely going to be Avengers. Spoiler.
Sometimes we just lie blatantly to our audience for the entire episode and just. Scenarios.
Remember when we had Sonic the Hedgehog on?
That was pretty sweet.
Did we have Sonic the Hedgehog?
I mean, we could have Sonic the Hedgehog.
Or did we have someone else? It was his brother or something? I don't remember.
Well, join us next month where we'll have Jim Carrey's Eggman coming in.
And a special guest.
The real Eggman.
Thanos.
So
talk about the less popular...
Ooh.
And we expect you to hold us to that, so you better tweet up a storm hashtag Thanos and Eggman
Thanos'
interview.
younger brother.
2 Eggmans, 1 Thanos, and we're gonna interview him next month.
And 2 Sonic the Hedgehog legs. Hey-o.
What's a little less than infinity?
Forever?
A Googleplex?
The Forever Gauntlet?
And what's a little less than a gauntlet?
The Forever Glove.
The Eternity Glove.
Eternity's still pretty long.
Yeah, you're right.
The Forever Glove. It sounds terrible. It sounds like something that you...
The Forever Glove.
It sounds like something that you give to your wife.
The glove you never take off.
Forever Glove.
The Forever Glove.
It's a Forever Glove.
Can I shower with it on? Yeah, forever.
Yeah. Come into David's Bridals for your Forever Glove.
Did you not notice it when we super glued the inside before you put it on? You literally saw me squirting it in there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. And we're going to do our outro now, but I want to leave you with a warm thought. Fresh baked chocolate chip cookies.
Is that a warm thought or is that a warm cookie?
It's just a thought because I don't have any cookies. I prefer peanut butter. I really like peanut butter cookies.
Really?
Mm-mm-mm.
Yuck.
Yeah. What about snickerdoodles?
I love snickerdoodles.
Snickerdoodles are pretty good.
Don't tell anybody else that though.
You know what I don't like? Ginger snaps.
You don't like gingers?
You're gonna get
you know why I don't like ginger snaps?
Whoa, that's real racist.
Well, I mean, it's just because they're
that's
so hard.
That's a real controversial statement there.
Brian's gonna get a whole truckload of snickerdoodles now.
I know.
Where's my
afraid.
peanut butter cookies? No one.
I'm afraid.
But I want freshly baked. I don't want any of that store bought junk.
Oh dang!
I want like hot, fresh peanut butter cookies right out of the
Out of
oven.
Burn your mouth.
Yeah.
Let's pretend that our song is in the trailer.
I
for
just wish
Godzilla.
ginger snaps weren't so hard. That's
Oh,
all.
let's slow
That's all.
down.
So this is our song in the trailer of Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
But it was all instrumental.
Okay, yeah, but
This is.
There's 16 and counting.
we're only gonna see 4 of them in the movie, right?
So is Godzilla gonna be our pet? No. We will be his. Wait, continue. We're doing the rest of the trailer.
It's a
This time we fight with him.
Powered. Wait, how do I play a song? What? How's that?
Oh, it's going so good.
Godzilla versus King Kong. Okay.
Martha!
Take 3.
I don't know what Godzilla sounds like.
It's Mothra.
Oh, you said Martha? I thought you said Mothra.
It's the Bennettarium. We'll talk about Thanos on next month's podcast.
My name is Billy Bobby Brown.
Bennettarium.
I'm the girl from Stranger Things.
I'm screaming the whole movie. I will see you next week. Hey,
Quill?
hey,
Quill?
no one else screamed like that. Well, you gotta suck it up.
Oh, you're right. No one was screaming in terror when they no one did that. That seems to be too horrifying.
I would. If I saw him turning to dust, I'd be like, dust!
No one did it.
Yeah.
No one did it.
What if you accidentally like swallowed your friend too? It was like, does the dust act as matter? Because otherwise it'll be a very dusty. No, it's magic. It's because otherwise it would just block out the sun.
Yep.
It's a dusty existence.
Anyways,
We can't talk about the movie.
you're right.
Everyone wake up. Why?